Hey guys, Troubletcat here. You're watching Meet the Weapon, and today we're taking at my... Oops, I forgot to make that say number 2. Well, I'll do that before I upload it. Anyway, today we're taking a look at my preferred setup for the AKS-74u. This is the only other loadout we're going to look at this aside from the no attachment loadout, which is, you know, whatever. More importantly, we're on one of the new maps today, Sharky Peninsula, in the new game mode Conquest Assault. So my team starts with every point on the map. The US team starts with more tickets and a home base and has to attack. If they get all our points, we can't spawn because we don't have an uncap. Anyway, loadout, PKA 3.4 times sight, foregrip, heavy barrel. Why do I call this Mr. Fixit? Because this is pretty much the only loadout that I find good on this weapon. This sort of completely, I talked about in the naked video how I'm not a fan of this gun in this game, but this loadout I find actually completely the entire makes it quite useful. The heavy barrel, I mentioned in the last video this gun has tiny recoil, but your shots feel like they kind of go everywhere. Well, the heavy barrel fixes that. I mean, the recoil is still actually very small, maybe comparable to something like the M16 or the M4, one of the other light recoil weapons in the game. But your bullets now go significantly straighter. Foregrip, as we've discussed before, no-brainer. You can get a bipod on this, but dirt, whatever. And the PKA 3.4 times sight is, as we've discussed, pretty much one of my favorite sights in the game due to its versatility and because of just the way the crosshair looks. And the AKS-74u has the distinction of being a gun where the PKA is actually unlocked quite early. Most guns it's very late unlock, except for light machine guns. But the AKS-74u, you unlock it nice and early, which is cool, so you can just throw that on there. Rock out like a boss. And that is what I'm doing. I left this entire game in here because this was not hugely long. My team kind of cleaned up without too many troubles. And now you're going to see some signature Troubletcat gameplay. You know, I go on a nice kill streak, and then tie things up with a good, solid death streak at the end of the match to make sure that my ratio isn't too good. You want to make sure that you know, starting off with nothing too impressive, then transitioning into a kill streak, and then transitioning into a death streak to just even off the game. It's all good classic TTC stratagem for ensuring that you are forever and always only slightly above average. People comment sometimes on the YouTube video or on the live stream that, you know, my gameplay is really good, that I'm really good at this game, but I don't. My KDR and my win-loss ratio and my score per minute and my skill rating on battle all have something to say about that, and that's mostly just that I'm probably at best a little bit above average. I'm not. I do not consider myself an amazing player, but that's never been the claim to fame of me on the channel. It's always been much more about the commentary, because that's what I always look for when I'm watching things. I don't even care that much how amazing the dude is of a player. I care much more about the quality of his commentating. But I do go on a nice little kill streak here, so you know that's always good. Always good to go on that kill streaking. I love streaking. Not really appropriate in the combat zone, but whatever. You can always kill dudes with your cock slapping, so that works too. I mean, assuming it's either heavy enough or possibly razor sharp. Wow, we got a little bit off topic there. The AKS-74u. Oh, something I should probably talk about in this video is what am I going to do for the new weapons in the Back to Karkand expansion pack? Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the assault rifle weapons, and then I'm going to do the engineer weapons at the end of these engineer videos. And we'll just keep them in the classes, generally speaking. But I am going to interrupt my engineer weapons, my carbines, briefly to go back and talk about those expansion pack assault rifles. But that won't be for a few more weapons. You see me here, disarming a claymore. You can do that. I raised the question a few videos ago. It is entirely possible. Anyway, yeah, we are going to interrupt these carbine videos to look at the FAMAS and the L85A2. But not for a bit. We'll probably get through at least the Scar H, maybe the A91 as well. Before I do that, because I need to unlock those guns, and then I also need to get attachments unlocked for them, spend some time playing with them, get to know those guns, intimate parts, yeah, get deep inside and fully understand them, and then make videos about them. Rather than just sort of hopping in and making videos about weapons that I haven't used much yet, and so I don't have a whole lot of insight on, which I guess would be not good. I don't think. I think I would be disappointed if I was a viewer, and I just sort of made throwaway videos where I didn't really know much about the guns in the game to talk about. So yeah, it'll be a little while before those guns come up because I need to, pretty much my rule of thumb, before I do any of these weapon videos, I make sure I've got at least 100 kills with the gun. So with a lot of these carbines, actually, I had less than 100 kills because there's only a few of the carbines that I really do like a lot. And I normally play Assault, not Engineer, so I actually had to go and get a lot of kills out of my way before I started doing the Engineer kit, and I'm going to have to do the same thing with those 10 expansion pack weapons. So it will be a bit before those start coming up, but I will be doing those in a relatively timely fashion. And man, this map is pretty. If you guys are on the fence about the Back to Karkin expansion, buy the motherfucking Back to Karkin expansion. These maps are so very sexy. I like the standard BF3 maps. A lot of people hate on them. I like them, but every single map in Back to Karkin is a winner. To me, they pretty much blow the standard game maps out of the water. And if you're wondering, if you're a BF2 veteran, you're wondering, they have been condensed a little bit from how they were in BF2. I think they're good though. They're still quite large. And they feel like they're exactly the right size, I would say. There's a lot of action, but also it's not, you know, crazy, constant Call of Duty derping around the area zone. They are pretty. This map, fat. A lot of people don't like the color palette on this map because it's so desaturated, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind what they've done here, and they're not all like this. Gulf of Oman is actually quite saturated as far as BF3 maps go. Most of them are desaturated as fuckery, you've probably noticed. Gulf of Oman has actually a fair bit of color in it. At least. Wake Island is absurdly pretty as well, but it's also really desaturated. And back to Karkin, I've only played a couple rounds on Karkin. I don't actually remember right. Strike at Karkin, rather. I've only played a couple rounds on Karkin. I don't actually remember the entire right now. But these maps are amazing. Get this map pack if you didn't buy the limited edition. Get these for free because these are great, fantastically great maps. I love these maps. I want these maps to have my children. They cool. I mean, I played a fair bit of BF2, but I wasn't like some kind of super BF2 diehard dude. I never owned the game. I played it in internet cafes. But even as somebody who does not have some kind of super nostalgic connection to these maps, I mean, I do recognize them. That's about all I can say, is that I do recognize them. Even as somebody who doesn't have that nostalgia connection going on, though, these maps are incredible. I love them all to bits. They make me hard. So, and the 10 new guns, I've unlocked 2 so far, the FAMAS and the G53. The G53 and the FAMAS. Well, the FAMAS iron sights are the most retarded thing I've ever seen, but the G53 is all around just an amazingly cool gun to use. That's an engineer weapon. I'm looking forward to the videos for that. The new guns are cool. The new vehicles, the SVTOL jets, the F-35s, are kind of bad. The guns are derp, and their armor is a bit of a fail. I would say, should I do meet the vehicle after I'm done with all the weapons? Maybe. I had a different idea for a series once I'm done with Meet the Weapon for Battlefield 3. Another Battlefield 3 series, because I'm probably going to be playing this game for years to come. Like, this game is not going anywhere anytime soon. Out of my life or my channel. Anyway, so Meet the Vehicle was an idea, or I need to do some videos about playing the classes. So, like, I need to do a video about playing Recon at least, to show people how I play Recon and how they too can play Recon without pissing off their own team. That is necessary. But I was going to do a video where basically I just sit down and try to get super pro, and it'd be a lot of live commentaries of me sort of in focus mode, trying to actually get good at this game. You know, as I said, I feel that I'm maybe at best slightly above average at the moment, and I would like to train hard and become a pro elite dude at some stage. Although right now I'm obviously preoccupied doing Meet the Weapon and stuff like that, which sort of precludes me from really paying attention to just getting awesome. So that's an idea as well. So what I'm saying is, Meet the Weapon's going for a lot longer, but when it's over, I'm not going anywhere, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, let me know what you thought of the video. Until next time, Troubletcat out.